I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Trish.
Mrs. Brew?
Here.
Miss Langless?
Here.
Mr. Marraro?
Here.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Here. Move on to the approval of the agenda. We don't have no changes to our agenda tonight, right?
No.
Or additions. Do I have a motion on the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Support.
Miss Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Marraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes. We'll move on to approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of June 17th, 2026. Did anybody have any questions on that? If not, I need a motion.
I make a motion to approve the minutes for the regular meeting of June 17th, 2026.
Second?
Mr. Marraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Miss Langless?
Yes. Move on, approval of 2026-12 manifest. Did you have any questions? No.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I do not, Madam Mayor.
I don't have any either, and we don't have any previous ones. We'll move on to public comment. Anyone in attendance?
We need to approve it.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to rush.
Big soccer game.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll make a motion to approve manifest number 2026-12 in the amount of $161,528.39.
Support.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Miss Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Marraro?
Yes.
Anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on any item of interest shall do so now at the podium. State your name and address for the record. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per person. Anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on an agenda item only shall do so now at the podium. State your name and address for the record. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes. We have none. We'll move on to action items. Item number 1, request approval of Briar water tank re-roofing.
So this was at the previous council meeting. We had 2 companies submit a quote for this, Markel and Lake State. At that meeting, council asked for us to clarify a couple of things, material fitness from Lake State and clarification on the warranty from Markel. So what came back is Lake State has a 60 mil, which is comparable to the other contractors, different type of product or different type, and then the Markel came back that their 20-year warranty included labor. So both companies have a warranty that includes both labor and material. The Lake State 15, Markel 20. The previous council meeting, the water department had a recommendation for the Markel company, and that continues to be the department's recommendation. Prices are fairly comparable. The Markel has a little bit of a range due to the unknown how much installation that's going to have to be replaced, but our recommendation is to go with the Markel with that detail membrane over the Duralast. And Brock Johnson is here.
Brock, I was just gonna ask you one thing. What kind of product is on there now? Is there?
It's the TPO, which was put on at Markel in 1997, I think, 10 years ago. It's the one we're recommending.
It's the one you're recommending? So you were happy with that product? You said?
Yeah, the only reason we looked at it is because it's substandard. You've seen in the past some damage. To a lawnmower accident, I think, a few years ago that we weren't reported upon, but that's otherwise all those years.
So we got quite a few years out of that product?
It's a 20-year.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well, it's a 20-year rough. We got 29 years on it.
you got 29?
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions? comments?
Yeah, I got comments. I'm not happy with the way this bid went through, guys. I think, on business size, we have to get out in front of these and get some consistency. We had to go back to the contractors. One contractor clarified, the thickness of a membrane at Nan's point. The other contractor clarified a warranty, but, added a warranty component that they didn't have in the original, submittal. And I just think to be fair to folks that we want to get quotes from, we need to do a better job of speccing. And not that they did anything wrong, it didn't do anything wrong. I just think we, as a team, need to do a better job of speccing on bigger bids like this, on what we exactly want, what we're looking for. So when we get these things in, they're apples to apples, and we can make a decision. Because I don't want to think we're doing something, inappropriate, coming through the bid process.
And to Jeff's point, something we've talked about for a while, we do have several large projects, a lot of them in the electric department that are oftentimes lacking more than one quote, simply because we think no one else really exists in the area to do the work. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't
Try it.
go into something more of a sealed bid process and spec these as we want to. We can also offer an alternative, we can do our spec and alternate, but it does provide a more, I say fair, but an outcome that we're not controlling what they submit. We're giving a spec and then they just send it in.
Right.
So these were not bid in that traditional sense. We often go to the several quotes and then we bring those. But the bidding process in a lot of these at this cost should be done in a different way. It takes longer.
Well,
but it's more-
and I don't think anything was done wrong, just
No.
like Jeff said. Because we asked them to go back, and I believe both of them clarified on the warranty. They both made changes on the warranty?
One clarified warranty, one clarified thickness of material.
Okay. And then maybe too, when you're looking at the bid process, at this time it's Brock, maybe before you even bring it to council, let's just make sure, we got the warranties,
Yep.
the material, you know what I mean? So we're comparing apples to apples.
So what we'll do oftentimes, we will create that packet from the council and get approval to release that bid packet. Some are harder than others. Sometimes we have to use an engineer to help road bidding.
Well,
Yeah. But stuff like this, it's more of our personal preference that we put in that package. But we do have to be thorough enough to require certain things.
Yeah.
Like warranties, type of product, doesn't have to be the same, whomever requirement of.
Yeah, what they're using. And I don't think there was one thing wrong done with this, because there was nothing changed on the numbers, other than we gotta make sure we tighten up our bid process.
It would be better for us to do an actual bidding process in the future.
Yes. Does anybody else have any questions?
No?
Brock, did you have anything?
I agree that we should have a certain dollar amount advertised for this, and then that takes care of most of this.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion, we approve the bid from the Markle Company as presented for the re-roofing of the Briar Waters storage tank for a cost not to exceed $59,000.
I'll second that. Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Miss Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Mararo?
No.
Move on to item number 2, request to purchase vehicle wastewater department.
Again, Mr. Johnson is here, answering questions as well, but so in the budget that went into effect today, council approved $70,000 in this line in part for a truck in that department. We had the opportunity to find a used vehicle that we felt would meet our needs. So this particular vehicle is at Air Chevrolet. Again, going back to say bidding processes, when you have used vehicle situation, it's a little tougher to get apples to apples as to what's available at that time. So what we try to do is look around for somewhat comparable vehicles in the area, from different dealerships in the area, which we provided 3 for you there. And then I tried to give you some ideas of what the Blue Book value is on this particular vehicle in year and mileage, as well as just in Auto Trader countrywide, looking for the same spec to kind of show you what the price is in line with what this is going for this particular vehicle throughout the country. So this is a 23 Silverado work truck, half-ton, 25,000 miles for 37,710. You know, there is that cheaper option for the F-150, but that's an 83,000 miles on it. So, you know, at certain times I think looking at the used market has its value. Our mechanic looked at it, has no concerns on a particular vehicle, and it's a good way to go sometimes.
And I appreciate you putting that in there so we have some comparison.
I have one question, because I can't remember when we replaced the police vehicle, there was, you spoke on how the insurance works as far as covering the cost of the vehicle. So what is, in this case, how does that work?
So it would be reduced because it goes by the year.
Okay,
So that certainly would be reduced. Now, as I said before, the police is a little more, it's a different job.
yep,
More likely
to hit a deer?
to get involved in something than DPW. When we talked about the police, we figured because of that replacement value, it would likely be every 5 years. DPW, water, wastewater, unlikely we would turn them over every 5 years.
Okay.
With that respect, because I'm less likely to
Okay.
get some catastrophic total vehicle.
All right, got it.
And this is budgeted for?
Correct.
We have it in the budget?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we budgeted in the wastewater department, 70,000, and we had 50 of that allocated for a vehicle. And we also had DPW money for either one or hopefully 2 used vehicles. So this is on the wastewater side.
Okay.
Then
Any other questions?
just a general question for Mr. Johnson. Just wanted to know, will this suit what you need?
It will, and it will free up the four-wheel drive, three-quarter ton plow on that I drive most of the year. So I can have, spread that duty to others and me doing it all the time.
Put the heavier
Okay.
duty vehicle in the heavy duty use, and the half-ton and the more lightweight.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, I'm not throwing a plow in this half ton.
So I,
I'm not throwing a plow in the half ton, right?
no,
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of the used 2023 Chevrolet Silverado from Aero Chevrolet as presented for a price not to exceed $37,710.
Support?
Ms. Langless? Yes. Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes. Move on to item number 3, resolution 2026-18, pay rate for non-union employees for fiscal year 26-27, election workers.
So this is the non-union pay rate that will go back today. One thing we had an oversight, looking at increasing the pay for our city force election workers. So I did make that error in my memo here. The 18 to 20 is correct, but what we're looking at going is the 16 to 18 for the regular election workers, not 16 to 17, as I had put in my memo. The resolution itself is correct. Members at 18, election chair at 20. You know, this is trying to entice people to want to do this. Our election worker numbers are dwindling each year. So this is hopefully to entice people this year, and maybe we can keep this rate going into the year after that.
This is comparable to what other people are paying.
It
Yeah.
is, and I just have to, I told Dan, I have the comparisons, and cities do different things. You can't just look at the hourly rate. Some do per diem for the day and an hourly rate. So you can't just always look at what the city pays. 'cause
Yeah,
they
I
also-
understand that.
So yes, it is comparable.
I did a quick just search for Michigan, the average wage, it's a large span, but it was like 12 to 21.
Okay. Do I have a
So
motion?
when we do the motion, sorry, just The election worker pay, in the motion here, it says 17, that is supposed to be 18, as the resolution presents.
Yeah, one other note, there is a Senate Bill 691 of 2025 that will hopefully reduce one election date, which is still in committee. Hasn't moved since March.
There's a surprise.
We'll take an election.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I have a motion?
I'm-
But if you're good with the motion, I had a question.
Go ahead, Jeff.
So then you had, so in the body, it's 16 to 17, and then in the motion, it's 16, it's 17. So you want it 18, right?
Yeah,
So we need to change that first, I think.
Yeah, the resolution is correct.
So like we have to approve a change to the motion?
No.
No.
No, okay.
Just when I write down my motion for you,
Okay.
the only thing that would change is the
17 to
election
18.
Yeah, so what I say is
to
18.
18
Correct.
instead of 17.
Okay, yeah.
Because you kept saying the resolution is correct, but it's not. We
Well,
need to
then
change it to 18,
it's
right?
certainly that is correct.
Well, that is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Right.
My memo is incorrect. The resolution, the actual paperwork is.
That's what I wanted to.
All right. I make a motion, we approve Resolution 2026-18, pay rates for non-union employees, Revision 1. A resolution amending Resolution 2026-16, pay rates for non-union employees, changing the election worker pay to $18 per hour and election chairperson pay to $20 per hour.
Support.
Mr. Mararo?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Miss Langless?
Yes. Move on to item number 4, seasonal dumpster schedule.
So this was trying to get council to, so during the budget workshops, we had discussed the dumpster changes to that time frame, removing it middle summer, bringing it back in the fall. So
We talked about a lot of different things.
yeah, so when I heard that, we kind of, the treasurer and I both, and through budgeting, we're planning on 3 months in the middle of the summer and bringing it back for the fall. That apparently was a misunderstanding. So it's, instead of just moving forward with that, council can, I want to make sure council makes that schedule as they see fit.
Yeah, because there was a lot of things, but there was nothing set in stone.
And our budget in that department sort of did reflect a reduced time frame in there. So if we do want to keep it as we have been, we just may have to amend that budget later.
Yeah, because we never made a final decision.
Correct. Yeah, I took what we discussed and I thought that was my time to go implement what I thought I could
And I don't know why that was taken out of the budget, because we didn't decide on that.
do. Right, I took the discussion and felt that I had the
Oh.
information enough from council that that was our directive to make those changes.
Yeah, it's hard to be tough on the Blake, the city, when we're not even trying to help our folks here with some of the stuff, especially this spring and fall, right? So,
Well, it was there in the spring and fall, so it was planned for 2 months in the spring and 2 months in the fall, and then it would be removed July, August, and September, and back for October till snow.
Well, first of all, I don't think anybody ever said July, August, and September. I remember mentioning maybe July and August, but I just think, September, that's the fall, maybe shorten up in October. I don't think we need it till the end in October, like maybe just till October.
I don't even know that we need it in November, actually.
No, that's what I'm saying, we don't need, no.
Deer season, right, you gotta pick up nothing anyways.
No, but it usually was,
It's never there, like November 1st or
yeah, it's fine. But I'm saying maybe we could shorten it till like October 15th or something,
When do we usually take it away?
November.
November.
And it's usually there from May until November?
Before all,
And we want people to keep their yards clean
Yeah.
and stuff, so
Maybe like Labor Day to October 15th.
I think we should keep it straight through.
It's, I can't.
And see where we come up with after this year. But I am gonna say one thing about this. I was under, like you, I was under the assumption we were gonna get a camera over there. And that would help a lot. Well, get a hold of Chris, because I think one thing about it being there, if we're having problems with people putting the wrong stuff in there, at least if we got a camera there, we can go back to whoever the person is and tell them, you can't dump this here. And I think that would help a lot. And you know what, besides that, even with the dumpster not in there, there's no reason that there should be a camera on that building anyway, and on that fenced area.
We have a few more cameras in different areas that we think should be up and running. Now, if we get to the point with that fuel.
Well, that's a little
We
different.
have to kind of find a different scenario for that. I will say this is sort of the anomaly to have a dumpster that long. Typically, the city had in the past, I believe, you had your kind of spring and fall cleanup, where you check utility bills, make sure that it's people within the community. Not to say that this isn't a thing people do, I'd say it's an anomaly compared to the other thing.
But we have done it for years, right, Brock?
Up until a change of supervisors, probably 10 years ago, it was every 2 weeks in the summer, we'll call it spring,
Oh.
and then 2 weeks in the fall. And then it just got left there, and that's became.
It came to law.
Okay.
So we're always rolling rubber sales and then brought back in October. 2 weeks, 2 weekends, 2 weeks, 2 weekends.
And you brought this up, there was a reason that, like, removing it for some of the summer months was a good idea.
Well, because nobody's
It's the eyes
there.
on it.
It's the eyes on it, and I think if we get the
Yeah,
camera.
what?
People.
Oh, just
were not
eyes?
around.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that what it is?
Illegal dumping, we turn our backs to mattresses, and they're being charged for mattresses. Somebody throws the air conditioner, and then GAD brings it back to us, now we collect them, we can't get rid of them. So getting cameras would be a good idea. I've been pushing GoTech for probably 5 years.
Well,
And I,
Yeah,
we get some sort of directive from.
well, you're gonna have to get a hold of him, and if
If
you
you can't
can,
do it, let's find someone else.
that's exactly
Yeah.
what I was just gonna say.
Let's get
Camera
the
should be over
camera.
there anyway. So if Chris can't get in here to do them, there's gotta be other people out
It's a
there.
web-based camera, that's all it is.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a collection of AC units?
You looking for some?
No, I'm gonna get rid of one, we can air one.
Yeah, just throw it over at me, I think everybody else has one. Or maybe.
Well, if we
No, that's what happens, and honestly, the mattresses are $25 last year. People know, if we want to, we can't close the gate every time somebody goes in the bathroom.
No.
starts working. I mean,
That's the
Right.
big reason why
That's
we
exactly
wanted
right.
to do that, the 2-time thing, because they were staffed for that period of time, to make sure, one, it's your community, because they're paying for it, garbage, and they're not putting things in there that's gonna cost us extra.
And that's sad, because, let's face it, the city was out of their way to make it easier for you,
Right.
and then you want to take advantage. They put things in there that you know. Everybody knows you cannot take an air-cooled refrigerator.
There's a sign there.
I don't think that's necessarily true, I don't think they would necessarily think that way. They would think of just getting rid of something that isn't working, and that's the big garbage dump. So I'm wondering if some of
There's
this,
signs over there.
People have my experience with
It's
signs.
right next to it.
is there a sign right next to
People don't look at it.
Yeah.
Maybe they can't read. That's
Right.
true. That could be.
So,
Okay, I think we beat this horse to death, but yeah, we don't want to be taken advantage of, but we want to.
What did you want, Christina?
So I would just like to point out that when this budget never changed. This was as it was presented at the workshop and just stayed the same because I did not receive direction to change it at all. But the amount that's budgeted right now for the rubbish cleanup is about half of what it has been in past. And it, as it is now, it's going to be open for all of the months of the year. It costs the city about $20,000+ a year to have that going. If you do a camera, that's gonna, the budget will need to be adjusted. There is no direct income that pays for this except for the surplus of people's garbage bills. This is a service that you guys are choosing to provide to the public, but there's no income that offsets.
But sometimes you gotta do good things for your citizens too. And, the camera thing, that should have been put in there, without the dumpster there, that camera should have been put in there. And I'm not blaming,
I've been asking for years, the infrastructure's there, the wire's there, Ralph is ready to help us, he's trying to push these people to get the cameras. We just have to extend the wires, put them up,
Why
it's
is that?
live.
yeah.
There's some other connectivity, I'll But to Christina's point, we likely will just have to amend this, because it does run about $22,000 a year. It fluctuates, depends on how much, we'll throw stuff in there. You know, this is paid for only through what the guard refuse collects, so.
How many
Wait,
times? Can I ask?
Christina, you said that was it, with it being there all year, correct? Like every
Not
month?
the way,
or-
as is now, like, for.
So through May
Yeah.
through October? Okay, so it's like $20,000?
And the current budget is half of that, assuming that 2 of those months or whatever is gone, half of that
Yes.
time it's gone?
Yeah, that's correct.
So if we did May through June and maybe September through October?
Well, that's what we were looking at first, but I was gonna ask you, in the last month now in June, how many times do you think you'd, emptied that dumpster?
For the month of June, probably 4 times.
And GFL's backed up, so they're always, it's sat.
There's been times when it's sat for a week.
Well, you know what, maybe what we do is we only dump every 2 weeks. If it's full, it's full.
Whatever the direction is.
I mean, that
That
could
could
be,
save.
I mean, it could, yeah, I mean, it would, yeah. if you
And
did
then
it
the
for
volume
May,
of calls that come through here when that thing is full, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
When's it empty? When's it empty?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's,
It's a hot topic.
it's, yeah.
Pain in everybody's ass.
yeah, I was gonna say, if we reduce the number of times it's emptied, that doesn't,
Yes, it does.
that'll frustrate the citizens who are trying to
Oh,
get
but
here
it will
at lunch.
save, but it will save you money.
It'll save money, but it'll frustrate the citizens, because if they're trying to get here at lunch and it's full, they can't dump it, so then they have to take it back home and go back
Yeah.
to work.
It may, at the end of the.
But otherwise, there are alternatives, they gotta go all the way to Iron Mountain with it too.
Yeah, or wait until
It's
a month to have
empty.
it. Yeah.
And it is cheap when you go to the transfer station. It's a $10 minimum, but it is inexpensive from a dump standpoint.
Yeah, it's just the line that they would have to put up with, and
And,
Very hard to get that out of it.
That's,
yeah, and then you gotta wait, and another thing too, if, you know, there's certain things, if you just gotta go downtown or wherever you live, it's easier to bring it than if you go up the highway with junk on your truck and everything's blowing up.
yeah.
I've seen people sit there for 3 hours on Saturdays,
Yeah.
and have they can, and get turned away at the end
We
because,
cockroach.
and they ain't gonna keep it open for it, they close it, and they don't care if they lines.
But if our dumpster's full, then
I hear
it's
you.
the same issue.
Oh, I'm not
That's all I'm
disagreeing with
saying.
that, yeah.
I was just trying to save money
Yeah.
wise.
So that's the biggest thing just to consider is just the general cost of that year, which again is around 22,000. So.
How about if we just don't do it the month of October, we shut it down in the end of September?
Is anybody really cleaning your yards in July?
Huh?
Anybody really cleaning your yards in July? But at this point, I think you
I
got a
mean,
lot
the
of stuff.
idea of the bulk of
Yeah.
summer being going away was that people.
I'm with her, I think it needs to be right in the fall, for sure September.
Yeah, September and October seem reasonable to me.
Yeah, I
Because
don't.
that's when I would be
It's
cleaning
July
up
and
my yard
August, I
for
don't
winter,
see
you know
it
what I
as
mean?
more people are on vacation and,
I'd rather see there a little earlier in April, even to be, if you wanna go, if you wanna make the skirts there longer, because I think people start doing stuff in their yards and cleaning up, you know.
It depends on, like this
On the
year.
weather, right?
Yeah, the
Kind
weather.
of targeted.
I think that's what I was in May.
he made it May 1st,
We usually open it for garage sales, which is usually what, the end of May?
second.
May, middle of May.
They did 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the third weekend in May or
It's
something.
all, yeah, it's always the with the Lambert, which is the third weekend in May, third Saturday in May. With the golf tournament and boat rest.
So just from a budget standpoint, regardless of what we do, because, you know, again, the refuse fund is like an enterprise fund. The whole fund functions solely on ratepayer. So we put money, we have our rates set up to put money aside for the equipment, and we've always had enough to be able to do these, the dumpsters. So if we get to a point where the rates are not keeping up with putting money aside, we're having to increase those rates to cover dumpsters.
But this year, we did have enough money to cover that.
We have covered it generally every year with putting money aside. We did not increase rates this year. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Again, we may have to do an adjustment and we'll see how the year progresses because we don't have a ton in. We have enough to cover. I think Christina, if we went to the regular 22,000 opposed to the 6,500 or so, but we would likely have to do it.
How many, we got roughly 1,800 homes? Is that sound right?
13 in city limits. 'Cause it's more when you look at the other utilities, because it goes outside of the city limits.
1,500, okay. So,
No, the city itself has 1,800.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And a dumpster.
Well, that's what this, our population sign says.
Yeah. Your dumpster,
That's,
I thought we had 1,800 homes last year, yeah, roughly.
that includes apartments,
Yeah, but it doesn't include township.
right?
My thought process there is, if you want to do it that way, put a $20, what is it, what's 24, put a $2 a month charge on a bill, city bill for, for the dumpsters. That'll get you at least 25 grand. At 1,200, at 1,500 houses, or actually 26 grand.
And that would be another amendment, we couldn't do that tonight.
No, I know.
No.
Use it or-
I think for this year, you'll let it and see what happens.
If you show like that, it's nothing, it's $2 a month. You don't have that there for the summer, for, 6 months or whatever it is.
We are also allowed to have, up to a 2 mil for garbage, like Iron Mountain's garbage rates, they have 2 mil built into their taxes to cover part of the garbage. That's why their rates oftentimes look lower. We were able to put a mil into the taxes to cover parts of refuse. That is another way to do just that.
In the future.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
That- And
not doing that now.
that's something we could look at too.
Yep. But I had to find out if it could be used in that manner.
Right,
Used
well,
for actual.
We won't look at it that till next budget. meeting.
So can we change the wording of this maybe to September and October instead of October, November?
You can choose whatever months you want. The motion is just what we were thinking about going forward.
Right,
So you can,
because I mean, I know that I won't be out in November doing that, but I would be doing it in September. You know what I mean? Like for my own yard, things like that, if I'm getting rid of something.
We don't have it in
September.
November.
Yeah, well, it says here, October and November.
Yeah, it's usually gone the 1st of November.
Okay, so then we would just do September, October?
the
Or,
big question is, do you want it here in the months of July and August? Because we were gonna have it, the start of our fiscal year is right now. We were gonna remove it for July, August, September, bring it back for 1 month in October. If you wanted September, we could bring it back September, October, and not have it here in July and August in those dog days.
Right.
But that's really do you want it to go for 2 months and come back, or do you want to continue? That certainly would,
I'm not a fan of getting rid of it at all. I think it's a great thing for people to have. That's my opinion, but,
My opinion too is for this year, I think we should keep it. But
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
I feel the
Well, the
same.
good news is, it's a pretty small charge probably to have it sit there. It's only when they have the dump, when they start dumping it every week, then.
But if you keep it full, it's, just do it every other week, that doesn't make things look good.
I'm not talking about that, Ricky. I'm saying to the point we're talking about for this year, July and August, I know this heat right now, I don't think anybody's gonna run in down there with a truckload of stuff to dump it, right? So my point is, I think it's gonna get used a lot less in July and August, but yet it's still there for folks that wanna use it.
Right,
Because the big expense is dumping it. I'm not saying when it's full, we should dump it, yes. I'm not saying we shouldn't dump it when it's full. I'm just saying, I would be surprised in July and August if it's gonna be as used as much as it will be in the other months.
Yeah, we don't have, that was just to save money. I just put that out there.
Do you see it used less in July and August?
I'm not there enough to, we'd have to look at the ticket.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
That.
wondering, because, when people make renovations, they do renovations. Sometimes they go on vacation to do
that's
renovations.
not one thing too.
But I know that's not what it's supposed to be used for, but like when they clean out their house, sometimes coincides with their vacation, so.
I'd say it's pretty consistent, usually wide open in May and then consistent throughout the rest of the
Yeah.
months.
yeah.
Probably the spring is your busiest and the fall
Yeah.
cleanup is the busiest.
And it's budgeted for already, for it to be there for the full summer?
We reduced that line item this year, thinking we were gonna have some
Oh,
time with it away. Again, we'd like to have to amend it, if we keep it the whole time, it can be done.
So it was $22,000 the equal budget number?
So the last couple of years. Christine, we moved it to its own.
Yep, its own section.
It's like
So-
highlighted.
so do I have the 24, 25 then?
The 24-25 would be
Is it the?
in line
Oh,
with
rubbish
the,
cleanup.
where it says see below,
Yeah.
so like.
So rubbish cleanup in 24, 25, it was 22,000. Activity for 25, 26 through 518 was 20,000. We had budgeted 20, and the budget had just ended yesterday.
And that did not account for staff salaries.
And then this year, in the cleanup, we did 10,325.
What do you mean, Christina?
So any salaries of staff that spent time separately for the rubbish cleanup itself would have been just mixed in with the full-time, part-time numbers.
Why would the salary?
The 596, 528, 702.
Specifically.
Well, why wouldn't that be in the budget?
Why
Your
would-
salaries would be in the budget.
Because before, it wasn't its own,
Section,
Oh.
like its own
so. the
department.
salaries-
It's almost like a department
salaries.
within the rubbish fund, or refuse fund.
We just made some changes by separating within the fund, just to account for all expenses that deal with.
But salaries weren't in there.
In the previous ones.
In-
We had 2,000 for salaries in
Oh.
the one we just approved. Before, we just had rubbish cleanup, and that was essentially the cost of that service, but the salaries that went into that they pay went into the rubbish portion of it, it was just mixed in a regular, full-time and part-time.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see, I see.
So it would have been just the tipping fees for,
So the town just went through the cable sale, all of this stuff, right? You know what I mean? We're gonna be taking away the recycling stuff soon. They're gonna have recycling bins. We've done all of these changes. What about for this year? We just keep the garbage as it is so that it's not so difficult for the people. There's been a lot of changes for everyone in this town. That's, you know what I mean? And then maybe next year we change it instead of just doing another thing that's just gonna tick people off. And, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's the way I'm looking at it.
That's the kind of the way I'm looking at it. We're gonna have to change it up when we do the fuel station and everything. I think next year, I would like to spend more time on deciding in budgets, set in stone, so we don't have to come back to it. We'll come back and, we'll make the decision ahead of time while we're budgeting. So I'm sorry for you that, you know,
no, that's fine. We do, I mean, it's a requirement that I need you guys to look at the budget quarterly. We've done it yearly. Most municipalities do it yearly, but it is a requirement that it be done quarterly.
yeah, that would be
So
good.
I can, as we go through the year, we can adjust those numbers for sure.
Can we maybe, if we do this in the budget, can we do it more like in January, February? Because the other thing here is, it hasn't been communicated that the bins aren't going to be gone. So if we're going to do this, it'd be nice to do in such a way that the people know a couple months in advance what's happening, so that they can plan accordingly or anything like that, so that they're not blindsided when they drive up to the gate.
I agree with that too.
Agreed.
So even, you know, maybe when we first meet with budgets or whatever, we'll start off with that right off the bat, so then we can get it out there in the newsletters and everything, so people know.
Or separate it from the budget.
Whatever.
Get
Yeah, it
come
doesn't-
up with something before the budget as far as what is our plan for next year for offering large garbage site.
Yep.
And then when we get to the budget, then it's about the number.
So we'd want to keep it from May until September, is what we're looking at for this year at least? Is that what we're talking about?
Are you?
May to October, whatever it is,
May, or make a motion on that?
So the current schedule is typically May through October.
Okay, so May through October is what we would want to keep it as. That's what we have already in place. Okay, so can I,
It's possible to get a snowstorm mid-October, then it's not.
it's
Yeah,
happening,
they
yeah.
get- It's up to them.
Until snow,
When
or,
it gets late, it's rich, it really depends on the weather.
yeah, we understand.
So do we just say like, you know,
I would even
October
say-
as necessary or like?
Yeah, your discretion, I mean, maybe just leave it a week in October.
Usually we get towards the end of the season, if it's starting to get,
Yeah.
it's cold, it's.
And that's how it always was, it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, do I have a motion on the floor?
Yeah, I'll make a motion. So I'll make a motion to approve the bulk disposer dumpster schedule to be available through May through October for 2026.
Yeah, that'll be, July, August, September, October 26th, and then the spring portion of 27 is it, our budget.
Well, we could even do it before budgets.
Well, I'm saying this budget, the July 1 budget.
Goes through June.
Yeah.
Through the,
So you want me to state it differently?
you can just. can
Why don't
say-
you just say it to the first week, keep it the first week of October, and then they can pull it.
Yeah,
Okay, so.
They have a date.
We'll leave it till-
yeah. and then we'll come
I'm
Yeah.
making a motion to approve the bulk disposal dumpster schedule to be available through May,
It already
June,
was.
July, August, September, until about the first week of October, or whatever discretion is necessary.
Yes.
For 2026.
27, yeah.
Do I have a second? Do I have a second?
Support?
Okay, Mrs. Steigerwald,
I could have
Yes.
supported it if you did.
Mrs. Brew,
Yes.
Miss Langless,
Yes.
Mr. Mararo.
Yeah.
All right, move on to Havoc System Repair Request.
So this is another item that we budgeted for our plan. This is an issue in the city hall's HVAC system. This is specific to the police squad room. They oftentimes have issues with heating and cooling. Those units out there are original, I believe to the building, 2001. So this is replacing the condenser on the outside that controls the squad room as well as the heating device. We use Energy Control Designs, and they built this system. We continue to use them throughout the life of this building for all of our maintenance and repairs. The particular cost is $17,946, and then we get a new budget specifically for this repair. And then for next year's budget, we'll have a proposal for other HVAC repairs. But this year, we did the two, we budgeted $30,000 for professional services for this line.
Any questions? If not, I need a motion.
What is my biggest pet peeve all the time when we get a new project like this?
Yeah, and.
This
yeah,
one's-
We try to get those different quotes, however, in these cases, it's kind of our,
It's HVAC, I could throw a stick out the door and hit 10 different contractors. Condensing units are condensing units. I'm just saying, guys, it's a
Yeah.
$17,000, almost $18,000 deal, and we got one bid, and they kind of know how the game's stacked right now. That we do everything through them. It's not
Is
their
that,
business.
do we do everything for them?
when it comes to the HVAC system, yeah, I mean, we're in a contract with them for maintenance.
Oh, we're under-
Repairs.
And it's just maintenance, man.
This is above and beyond that.
No. Then we really should have more bids.
But I don't, if they're our maintenance contractor, I feel like they should also be doing our equipment installs and that sort of work. We could get bids from it, just make sure it's comparable.
You're just gonna give them a blank checkbook, that's all I'm saying. You wanna put down, it's great, but it's not the way things are done.
Do you want to get bids?
I'm sorry?
Are you asking for him to get bids?
That's what I am, yeah. I would like to see,
Are the police like literally sweating
No.
bullets right now? Is it actually working currently?
It's a failing system, there's moments where it gets.
It is pretty
warm
hot.
in there.
that ain't my problem. I would've got 3 bids to bring to tonight, or even just another one, to keep 'em honest.
Dan, can you get 3 bids by the next council meeting?
we can put a request out there for this.
I'll tell you what, if any of you guys, if you guys think I'm wrong, then just,
No, I'm asking. I agree with you. Bids are good.
I don't like approving anything without.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, some fair.
I thought we were we had a contract with
And we
them.
do, they bid out the maintenance every year, and we do get other stuff, to bid on that. And we awarded to these guys, I mean, it's a yearly or 3 years or 2 years, or remember what it was? Yeah, anyways, they are a maintenance contract, but we bid that out, right, and they won that, but, this is replacing equipment, you can go to anybody and bring in the specs that you're looking for and get, comparative pricing.
We're all stacking.
Unless they have like a proprietary system or
So
something.
that's why we kept this at. It's their system. It's their program.
Okay.
That's why they typically do the maintenance. And that's what I do want to make sure is if we happen to have another contractor install this stuff.
Are they gonna take
gonna
care of
maintenance
maintenance?
this stuff?
And the
Is
other
there any
company's gonna
warranty?
come in and yeah, what kind of warranty they're gonna give?
To me, again, if they're the developer of the system, they've been our contractor for the repairs and maintenance of the system. It's kind of hard to, why would want to go with a different company, and that's, again, I'd have to find out.
Because after 25 years, if they know they're gonna get every single piece of work that comes through here, who's keeping them honest when it's time to sharpen the pencil?
But is it a proprietary system? I
I
mean,
didn't say that, I'm asking for.
I don't know if installing the system itself, like the units, is or not, as to how it connects to the rest of the system. I don't know.
yeah, you'd have to check the
I mean, is
maintenance
it failing
contract.
on them now? I mean,
Yeah.
are they, so while they're at work, they're coming in there and they're sweating? They're not okay.
Control the last time they've done all of, everything beyond just the maintenance contract. They've done all of the replacements of any HVAC projects.
And will they warranty it if we have somebody else and come and monkey with their system? That's another question.
I
Well,
believe-
it says here, sir, the existing ones are REAM, and I know there's at least 2 REAM contractors in our town. So it's not proprietary that way. It's just,
It's the
right,
program.
yeah, but I mean, it's HVAC, what program, I don't understand.
I don't know, I've never.
Why don't
can't
you-
just turn the thermostat on.
There's a computer in the basement.
Yeah, maybe we should get that replaced too.
I mean, that's the whole network system of this. But if you want, I can get clarification on will they warranty, will their maintenance contract? and-
Trust me, guys, I'm not trying to bring that to go here, I just,
No, I agree.
What do you wanna do, Jeff?
Table it till we have more information.
start.
Are the cops okay though?
I believe it's cooling over there, it is not removing humidity.
Okay, so it's still air, there's still air conditioning, it's just humid or getting wet, which is also not good for the building, but,
It would be humid for a couple weeks.
okay, all right. So we're tabling it?
So you would want a motion to table it to,
The next meeting until you got the information. And the bids, if that we can get them.
it's on, yeah, we can try.
Yeah, it's 4th of July.
Yeah, likely, I don't know if we'll get any. Okay.
I mean, if you guys want to go through this one last time, whatever.
I mean, it's budgeted for, I mean, it is, but then, I mean, if you're saving $2,000, $3,000, but then again, we've got, police officers that need to have air conditioning, so I mean, that's important. I don't know. That's all.
Well, I'm okay if we go through it, but I think from now on, you need to clarify what that's
I don't
about.
know if their maintenance contract will do maintenance on stuff that they're not installing.
Probably not, but find out. And I want more, and if it's a situation where we already have a maintenance program with them, whatever, I know that's a little bit different, but otherwise, we want 3 bids if possible. All right, do I have a motion?
We wanna pass this? Is that what's going on?
Well, you gotta do what you want.
Well, I'm wondering, were we tabling it? I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't feel good about them not being okay over there in case it does fail, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be 4th of July, it's not gonna be here until next following Wednesday. That's a little concerning to me.
This isn't going in tomorrow, so just so you know.
Yeah,
When will they be doing it?
I don't know their exact timeframe, they're waiting to know if it's going through, and then I'll call them tomorrow if it passes, and know what it's gonna do.
Okay, so it's gonna be sooner than later, I mean, once it's
Is it
done.
one that takes like a couple months to get the parts in or anything like that? I would assume not. So,
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the proposal from Energy Control and Design as presented for the replacement of one 2-ton fan coil unit and condensing unit split system for the price not to exceed $17,946.
Support?
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Moraro?
No,
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
And I do want it well known that from now on, if we can do it without the other, I want at least 2 bids and 3 if possible. All right, move on to open city council seat appointment.
So this is the seat for council to appoint to replace, Rico who resigned. We had 3 that submitted. Unfortunately, 1 individual did not meet the years living in the city to qualify. So that left Kevin Chakla and Charles Parker, who is seated in the audience.
Kevin didn't plan on coming in.
I told him it was tonight. I told him to come in. Obviously, he did not.
Okay.
Kevin has been in the community for 4 years. He's on a couple of our, he's in our Parks Committee. He was employed with us for a short time. Parker obviously worked with the city for a very long time as well as business. I'm sure he'd be happy to speak with council. Council is so inclined.
Hi, I'm Chuck Parker from Norway. For you who don't know me, I was born and raised in Norway. I lived here my whole life. I graduated from high school in 1998. I got hired at the city of May 10th, 1999. I worked until April 18th, 2021 for the city of Norway in the street department. I started as a laborer and then moved up to light equipment and heavy equipment, and that's where we ended. The reason I ended, because we ended up buying the farmer's rate feed mill in town, and the Parker Feed and Supply, and we're operating that. And I also operate a farm on top of the hill. But I have a lot of knowledge of the city, you know, all the water systems and sewer systems. I worked in many different departments throughout. We worked in a wastewater plant, worked, you know, in water and sewer. And we helped the light department for a few bigger projects, so I have a lot of different knowledge of all the different departments of the city. So I don't know if anybody else has any questions, but that's me in a nutshell anyhow.
thanks for your interest, Chuck, appreciate it.
Yeah, I really appreciate all 3 applicants that put their names in. We know it's getting harder and harder to fill these positions. I just want to thank Chuck for being here in person. That means really a lot to us.
Yeah, agree.
And I do think Chuck does have, you know, being that he worked here years ago, he does have some experience of the going-ons of the city. And I think I'm gonna make the motion. I never do, but I'm gonna make the motion that we accept Chuck Parker to the city council.
Support.
Do we want to specify the replacement of?
Yeah.
Because Tricia believe would be.
Yeah.
Until the
Yeah.
expiring term of 27.
Yeah, add that to my motion. I know,
Is that in your
I don't
motion?
make many.
I believe, yeah, it should be, the motion should be to, at least for the expiring.
Yeah,
term.
up until the expiration of RICO,
November 2027.
yeah.
And did we have a second?
We just support.
Right. Okay. Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes,
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
welcome to the jungle, Chuck.
Do you want to swear me in now?
You want to swear?
I'm ready to swear you in if you want to get that done with tonight. Yeah,
Yeah, since you're here.
yep.
Come on
Why don't
up,
you come on
Chuck.
up here and we'll just,
You're gonna get your own nameplate and everything, buddy. You're gonna mess around.
Yeah, get him before he runs.
We're gonna have them before by the end of the meeting.
let's just, yeah, right here. Okay. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly that I will support the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this state, and that I will faithfully perform the duties of the office of council member in and for the city of Norway, county of Dickinson, and state of Michigan, according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Nice.
Congratulations. If you want.
Sick, you can actually vote, no, we adjourn.
Yeah,
His first big vote, Chuck.
nice to meet you.
Is everybody today?
Oh, look at this.
Just know, we all do straws and we lost, you have to sip by me.
We all just
Sure can be, guys. Just such a place to stay over here.
Well, we all welcome Chuck and thank you for joining us. And again, acknowledgement to the two gentlemen, one didn't qualify, but thanks to Kevin, thank you letter for applying. That would be great. And then we will move on to mayor council comments. Sarah, you have anything?
No, I'm glad that we're keeping the dumpsters open for everybody. That makes me happy for everybody in the town, and just stay cool. It's very hot.
I just wanted to wish everybody happy 4th of July.
Happy 250, America.
Woo.
Got my shirt on, man.
Woo.
And let's go Team USA tonight. Window soccer game. Chuck, welcome, buddy.
Do you have any comments there, Chuck?
Well, thank you everybody for their support, and I appreciate it. I will do the best I can do.
Oh, we know.
Great.
I see a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people, and I do have people in the city, so.
Wonderful.
Thank you again to Chuck, and congratulations to him. And I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July, be safe. And if our fireworks do get rained out on this Saturday, the 4th, they will be on the following Saturday, the 11th of July. So if we get a rain out, it will be the following weekend on 7/11.
Ken, is the parade Friday or Saturday?
Saturday night.
Nick questions in
Do you know what time the parade?
6 o'clock is the main parade, the parade is 5:30.
Okay.
We do have a flyer out that we'll push out again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fireworks at dark.
That does, yeah.
Yeah, they also put the flyer on Facebook, so it has all the information on it. It's for your faces.
It's anyway good.
Did you have anything down? And then please be safe with the fireworks and try to.
Yeah.
Remain into
Oh, yeah.
the rules.
Yeah.
6:58 p.m.
1 o'clock in the morning, so dogs start going crazy and stuff, that'd be nice to.
I don't have it in front of me, but I do believe the rules for fireworks is the day before 4th of July, and if the 4th of July is a Saturday, it's the day after. So I believe the window legally for fireworks is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll post something on that.
24/7?
Nope, I believe it's,
Noise ordinance.
there is a time frame, we'll call it 11 o'clock right now, but I will be doing a Facebook post on the state rules for.
And Brock, thank you today for coming in and helping us, make decisions and.
Yeah, Rob, thanks.
Thanks for the.
Yeah.
I appreciate your support on those items. I just want to say one thing about that truck. I was able to get air to throw on a spray and bed liner for free. I didn't know if I put it on there. I'm not for free this year, but I did throw it in.
Those are
Excellent.
Also,
Yeah.
let's work on them cameras to make everybody's life easier.
Yes.
Chuck, on your list.
Hey, no favorite, Chuck.
Girls, did you have anything for tonight?
Nope.
No, thank you. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Chuck.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?